Namaskaram. Today we will be making sambar. It's a pretty easy recipe. So very simple sambar that I am making today. Sambar can be of different types, but today I'm making this simple, easy version. So anybody can make it quickly. So we will be using 1 cup of tuar dal, 1 cup. The measure that I have used is the cake measure, the baking cups that you use. So from that I have taken 1 cup of tuar dal, and today I'm adding these vegetables. So a few pieces of peeled and chopped cubed lauki, some of the onions, like about half an onion. The size of the onion here is big, so half of the onion I have just cubed it. A small piece of carrot that I have peeled, and again I have cut it into bigger pieces. A few drumsticks that were frozen, I took it out of the frozen packet. A few drumsticks, 1 tomato, 1 small tomato, the plum tomato or the Roma tomato. This one is green bell pepper. I have cut it into the green bell pepper. Just add a small quantity to the sambar. It gives a very nice flavor. Don't add too much, but just about a small piece, about half or even a quarter of a green pepper. It gives a nice flavor to the whole sambar. And I'm adding a few of the orange pumpkin. This also I have the frozen one. I didn't have the fresh one, so I'm just using it from the frozen packet. And here I have tamarind paste. This is a tamarind extract. Basically, you just have to remove the juice and boil it, or you can even use the tamarind concentrate that you get in the Indian store. You have to use 2 teaspoons of tamarind paste. Jaggery, 1 teaspoon powdered jaggery. You have to microwave it and take out the jaggery. Pulsu podi, the recipe I have posted. So use 1 teaspoon in the sambar at the end. And the spices here will be haldi, salt, haldi 1/4 teaspoon, salt 1.5 teaspoons. Sambar podi, I'm using the store-bought sambar podi, the MTR. You can use any brand, it is fine, it doesn't matter. So 1.5 teaspoons of sambar podi. And for the tadka, we'll be using hing, my favorite spice. As always, in most of our South Indian cooking, we use hing a lot. So asafoetida or hing, you will be using about 1/4 teaspoon of it. A few seeds of methi dana, it gives the fenugreek seeds, it gives a very nice flavor. Add about 1/4 teaspoon only, don't add too much to the tadka. So add 1/4 teaspoon of methi seeds, 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds or rai, 1 teaspoon of jeera or cumin seeds, a few red chilies, just break them up and add it to the tadka, and then a few curry leaves also. So these are the items we will be using for sambar. First we will boil the tuar dal. Okay, to boil the tuar dal, I have placed a pressure cooker here, and I'm going to add a little bit of water, about 1.5 cups or so of water into the pressure pan. And then I have washed the tuar dal, so adding I'll add 3 cups of water to the tuar dal. There you go. I have placed the vessel inside the pressure pan. Place the lid over it, and then we'll give it about 10 to 12 whistles. As always, tuar dal takes about 10 to 12 whistles. While the tuar dal is boiling, let us start making the rest of the preparation. So basically putting the tadka. Let's go to the next step. Okay, I have switched on the pot here. So now I'm going to add a little bit of oil, 2 teaspoons of oil. I'm using olive oil. You can use any oil of your choice. First I'm adding hing. Hing, I'll add it in 2 rounds. I normally add in the tadka also at the beginning, and also after the tadka, after the soup boils, after the sambar boils, then also I'll add hing. So I'm just going to place the flame on medium heat. So adding 1/4 teaspoon of methi. 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds, 1 teaspoon of jeera, and a few broken red chilies. We'll wait for the tadka to start frying, for the mustard to start spluttering basically. If the mustard starts spluttering, jeera is also popping. There you go. I can hear the mustard start spluttering. We'll add the curry leaves. And I'm going to add the vegetables. Lauki. The rest of the vegetables that we had seen earlier: onions, carrots, drumsticks, pumpkin, green pepper, and tomato. You can see this contains a lot of colorful vegetables. How quickly it works already because of the different vegetables that we have added, and it's quite nutritious as well. Right, I'm giving it about a minute for the vegetables to cook in the tadka, the pork or tadka. Now I'm going to add haldi, salt, and mix again. Now I'm going to add the sambar podi. This is the store-bought sambar podi. Just adding that. Let the vegetables get cooked in the sambar podi, so that they all get the flavor of the sambar podi, and the salt also kind of gets cooked. The vegetables get cooked in the salt and haldi for about 1 minute. The flame is on medium right now actually. Keep it on medium when you are doing all this. Okay, the pressure pan has given 12 whistles already, or 11 whistles. We'll wait for the 12th one and then switch it off. So the dal is boiled, and I'm going to let the steam release naturally and the spin to drop, and that will be the indicator that the steam has been released. Alright, the sambar has been, it's been about a minute since the vegetables have been cooking in the sambar podi. Now we can add water. Adding 2 cups of water to it. We'll let the vegetables boil in this water. Since we have added salt, the cooking will be faster. So now we can add the tamarind paste also. And jaggery. The jaggery is optional. I normally don't add it regularly, but today we have some guests coming over, so I'm just adding it. Let's place the lid and let the vegetables boil on medium to high heat. So now that you have added water, just keep an eye on it. Stir occasionally just to make sure that there is uniform cooking, and we will check back in a bit. You can see the vegetables are boiling. They are about half done, so we will let them cook fully. Just stir it once in a while, so to make sure that all the vegetables are getting cooked well. Since we have added salt, it won't take too long. It takes about 5 to 7 minutes for all the vegetables to be well done. It's been about 4 to 5 minutes since we started boiling. the sambar. Let us see how far it has gone. Let's see if the vegetables are done. I have stirred it occasionally. The vegetables are, they still need to cook for a bit. They're 3/4 done. I'm going to place the lid again and let it cook. As you can see, as you all can see, the pin has dropped. So let's remove the lid of the pressure cooker and see if the dal is cooked. There you go. The dal is well done. I'm going to use an immersion blender, a hand blender, to make it into a fine, smooth mixture so that it blends well in the sambar. In olden days, they would use the kavam, that wooden ladle, to mash it fully. But now we have this immersion blender, so it goes well. The vegetables are well done. As you can see, the mixture looks good. Now let's add the tur dal, the boiled tur dal, to this liquid. Okay, there you go, the dal, the blended dal. I'm just adding it to the sambar here. Give it a mix. My mom would say, whenever sambar is made, all your neighbors should be able to say that you are making sambar. So that is how the whole area smells that good, because of the tofu and the sambar podi that you have added. So the whole house right now, everyone in the house knows that I am making sambar, which is a good sign. That means it is very flavorful and hopefully tastes good. But looks pretty good right now. Okay, after adding the tur dal, I let it boil for a couple of minutes. So remember that once it cools down, the sambar gets thicker because we have added the dal. So the consistency, I have added 1 more cup of water. So now I'm going to add half a teaspoon of sambar powder. Pulsu podi. This is the pulsu podi from earlier. And let it boil for like a few more seconds, and then we can switch off the flame. You can see all the vegetables are well done. The dal has also mixed well. So now we can switch off the flame. There we go, hot steaming sambar is ready. So with all the vegetables, the lauki, carrots, onions, the kaddu, the green peppers, tomato, everything is so well blended. The sambar is ready. You can serve it with rice, idli sambar. This sambar can be served with any items. There are specific types of sambars that we normally make for idli and dosa and stuff, but this sambar also goes well with all those items you normally serve sambar with. The sambar is ready. Alright, hope you all enjoy.